This is the moment when I mention that how grateful we are for support for MIT Integrated Learning Initiative and the McGovern Institute for Brain Research. It's those entities that have made possible this free event for all of us to communicate with each other and to grow community with one another. And the support that both of those entities get is incredibly valuable for making these things possible. And lastly, I want to leave you with two things. One is a bit of burden, if I can, which is, meetings like this are great. We share thoughts, we share feelings. I'm really, really hoping that if we reach out to the email list we have of attendees, we'll have a couple of success stories, like Mark said, of relations you didn't have before, partnerships you didn't have before, inspirations you didn't have before. Because we have a lot of work to do, right? So we want to have this meeting grow something extra that's mutually supportive in the mission we have to help kids learn to read effectively. Now, the last thing before you go to the reception is sometimes, we've talked today about the inequity of early education for young children and the impediment it can be for their future success in academics and prosperity. And early childhood has become identified as an impactful time to intervene. We heard about that, the importance of early speech for school readiness and learning to read. You're going to see something really fascinating besides the people you get to talk to at the reception, which is often we talk of technology as potentially the enemy, right? The parent on the cell phone not talking with their kid, the household where the child is parked in front of the iPad or the television as an impediment for the kinds of language and social experiences we wish for every child. But some really interesting things are happening in technology, and Cynthia Brazil and her colleagues will show you from the personal robots groups. We'll show you social robots, okay? We know AI is coming. We know robots are coming. Let's see, and I think this is one of the most interesting lines of work around MIT for consideration of how technology may become a partner for enhancing educational opportunities for all children. So we know parking our kids in front of the TV doesn't do it, but you will see, you're going to meet Tega and Jibo. Is that the names of the social robot? Out in the hall. And you can interact with them. And so, an MIT dream is that an additional factor that could be a positive is, where we can exploit technology to make up for what are extremely difficult social, issues that are hard to change. So thank you so much for your wonderful participation, and I enjoy seeing you at the reception. Thank you very much.